we've got now Bronze League Heroes. 2 players, 2 Protoss. Between U of M and I don't know if they know how to type. Yeah, they might not know how to type in lobby chat, but we'll try to make sure they're ready. Yes, we made it. And here we go. University of Michigan up 1-0 in a long-winded yet dramatic opening gold match as we make our way around. I've also got, once we get into the game, we'll talk about their feelings on the matchups and what units they think should be nerfed and other important information. We have some from them. Thank you to the captains for the interview, and now it's time. We're loading in. No. Very serious gaming time. Now, okay, so it's not unlikely that neither of these players have loaded the maps before. Ray's game crashed. Well, there you go. Off to a strong start. So we'll just let it time out here. So, just to give you for the interviews, Ray Boy says his favorite pro player is Showtime, a laudable choice, and the unit that needs to be nerfed is Queens because they're too good for defending early game aggression. I'm not sure who put that idea in his head, but those are Ray Boy's thoughts. Apparently, his internet provider is also very good at defending early game aggression. Thank you by the book.
By the book 7 is chilling for 41 months. Me.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. And then for University of Michigan, we have Maximus, who literally picked up the game 24 hours ago. I'm not kidding. Usually plays League of Legends. That's all we got here. That's all it says. New invite. Yeah, I think everybody just... I think it's a Alt F4 situation. For... Hopefully we can get Ray Maximus out of there as well. Oh wait, it's doing the fake update thing, so it's gonna be a minute, annoyingly. Do I leave lobby? It's an Alt F4 and restart the game, unless you're already out. We'll get there. You can't make an omelet without a few disconnects, as they say. They do say that. They do. I did. Do you need anyone else? BattleNet is trying its best to keep me out of these amazing matches. And succeeding so far, actually. So... We'll go through. We'll just... This is what we have this for. Time fill. We got Zwagaru. Our Silver Zerg. Favorite pro player is Haz. As a Zerg player, which is a bold choice. Unit to be nerfed is definitely canon. Not really a unit, but can I submit this? You know what? I'll allow it. A very interesting spread there for Zwagaru. Emaps, of course, mentioned how Widow Mines are not his favorite. Luz Theron. His favorite pro player is Raynor, the unit to be nerfed carrier. What does it actually add? No one wins when carriers are built. Not... Okay, that's one way to put it. Slows down the game. Has minimal micro. Only really needed for micro versus Lurker, but Tempests are more interesting. Way too easy for how hard they are to counter. We've got Sparkle Hands, who loves Gumiho. And the video... Yes, there is some editing as well from our Terran player. Of course. Wait, I may have skipped. Somehow I skipped like half of them. Well, it's more interesting that way. Yeah, my SC2 is still loading, so. Play it only kid. Not yet! He's not playing yet! It has more impact if we play it before. And also, I don't want to risk anything crashing things, because SC2's been finicky lately. As always. Alright, I'm opening the get that lobby ready. We've got Wiggy Pete, the silver player. Probe. He likes Hero, but I like this. Wiggy Pete says he likes Hero, but the unit he is a Protoss that should get a nerf is the Probe. Because it's way too stress-inducing. You guys can't even see it. Good. Probes are very scary. Historic. A Crimson over here as an alumni showing his age by bringing out the Brood War players, by the way. Okay, old man. And we got Maximos, we got Rayboy, we got Bronze, we got Michigan, we got Michigan State, we got and if you don't know the difference, pick a side. Right now, Michigan State, the underdogs. Let's hope we make it into the match. Here we are. Alright. Let me introduce your Michigan State Spartan player. We've got, in the green, Rayboy P. I don't know what the P is for. As the Protoss. And on the other side, figuring out what Shift Q is, who just came from League of Legends, not 24 hours and maybe 48 ago, for the University of Michigan Wolverines. Oh my god. Wait, that's Rayboy's probe. Never mind, that was Rayboy. Either way, it is Maximos, which is a pretty solid. He's definitely got a build. Okay, Rayboy just... And, away we go. I'm interested to see what these players have in oh yeah, they both with the double pylon before Cyber, which is certainly, one of the things you can do. We've got... Yeah, at Rayboy, it looks like he's thinking about expanding. We're not sure he's able to maintain his attention on anything for particularly long. Meanwhile, Maximos has a Zealot. Looking to send it down the mid lane here. The probe. The stress-inducing probe at the back. Yep. Still waiting. I'm not sure if it's there because, you know, it may very well be a situation of Maximos not realizing that the number 16 is not a hard limit. Or just like he was taught to rally down. Anyways, a Stargate. No Stargate. Let's think about it. Let's think. A Stargate. Okay, a Stargate is the choice. A good choice. And then he attacks his own Stargate because he's disgusted by it. Ugh. The disgusting Stargate. I can't believe. Did that come out of my mouth? Do I have a mouth? It's already filled with minerals. There's no way I could have placed that. The probe. I mean, in approximately 3 years, that Stargate will die to the probe. We'll have to see if he kills his own probe to stop it. It's now got the spite and bloodlust, and there's no way to stop the probe otherwise. So, forge or not. There's a probes all over the place. You got a zealot, you got a pylon. All right. Meanwhile, Ray Boy, a robotics facility. He's building the void ray. The probe's still going. All right. I truly believe Maximos. He's been training hard for these last 24 hours, and he's learned what a nexus is. Oh wait, there's a pylon back here. Oh no, the probe's still alive. The stalker for Ray Boy, a little off the mark. The probe is still in the base. Void Ray is done. Void Ray is an innate counter. Unfortunately, there's a timer on the Stargate, and it's however long it takes a probe to kill a Stargate, which we may actually get a counter on by the end of this. The shields are down. It's going to take a little longer, because once the shields are down, buildings have base armor. So the probe's going to do even less damage once the shields are down. But it will do damage. So, alright, the shields are stripped away. The Stargate is now taking hull damage. Maximus! Oh, down goes an observer. There's also a stalker here, the Void Rays. Oh, Maximos. With the 4 Zealot, 2 Void Ray team. There's still a probe in his base, and he can see it. Oh, and the Stargate is saved. He's just building its immune system. This way it's immune to Protoss attacks. It grew up getting attacked by the probe's still there, by the way. Oh, wait a second. Something's not right. Wait, he's supply blocked. That's the problem. That 2 pylons building. Typical, normal situation. Normal situation that normal people have. Not that... Oh, alright. He's looking around. Yep, that's the right spot. Gets another nexus. There's now... Okay, there are adepts warping in. They're warping in. This is far from ideal. Another Stargate. I don't know. No. The probes. Oh, another Stargate. Maybe not the priority. Oh, but wait, the cannons come to the rescue, because the units certainly aren't. Oh, that's a lot of dead probes. Will he figure out the source of his problems? Oh no. The probe is still alive! Oh no. Oh no. The rest of the army? The thing is, there's 3 Void Rays. But it depends on the angle of attack here. Like, if the cannons aren't there, he charges up, he knows how to do that. It's actually kind of a big deal here. The Blanc. Well, the cannons are not involved in this fight, and that's going to be an issue. The probes are being rallied in here. The cannons are getting involved. He's trying to target... I think he missed and he hit the pylon. The cannons are still going. Some more Void Rays on the way. The Immortals making pretty quick work of all this. It's been an art. The pylon's still here, by the way. Another pylon. He's stutter stepping those pylons down, so he's warping in a Zealot. Ray Boy taking advantage of all the options. Maximos. A glorious, if not quite capable effort. I do have to say, I'm on Team Maximos. All right. no bias, but Rayboy here is a nerd. GG? Question mark? Would you like to leave? Get out of my game. Typical League of Legends commentary. Is that a GG, bro? Okay, now another question. Does Rayboy accidentally leave the game first? Does he know how to surrender? Good question. F10 and N. And slash F. And game one goes into. Yeah. The end 44 APM. But he won our hearts. Maximos. What a beautiful build. Not quite enough this time, but I just want to make it clear before we start. I'm the one setting the skins. Okay, they don't have skins. I just want to look at the cool skins. I'm setting them in the observer. We had Sergeant Tyrone the Soul versus the hero unit, Representative Rosario the Princess. For Maximos, the photon cannon. Always a good sign when a photon cannon is your hero. I thought these skins would be pretty solid to complement the we've got the Ihan Ri over here, the Nerazim looking ones, and then the Golden Age for U of M. Now Stormgate, take notes. All right. They already take notes. They made these skins. And also, in Stormgate, while there's no direct information yet, they're already actively setting it up. And I did actually cut this part out of the interview because there was no hard information with my interview of the devs, but I'm going to tease it now, and I'm going to do another interview soon, where they actively said, we want people to make stuff with our game, and we want them to get paid for it. And they directly refuted what Blizzard has done, which is make it so if you make something in the editor, they own it. Whereas with Stormgate, and once again, they have it, there's no terms and conditions, and that is why I didn't add it to the interview. But that is the intent, is so like you make a custom map, you can directly get paid for it, like on Steam Workshop or something. Stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'd love to have skins. I think one thing you can get all upset about the monetization scheme, but one of my favorite parts of Dota is just the sheer customization. It is honestly, it's a bit ridiculous, but like just the sheer amount of customization options for all the characters you're never going to play. Maximos this time with the tri-pylon opener. Not risking the early Nexus. Rayboy! A disgusting pylon block. Well, it looks like Rayboy actually going for the quad pylon opener. Except, wait. He knows. Maximos is an adaptable man. He knows that, like, I mean... isn't gonna matter much. Rayboy over here trying to help him out. Rayboy is also the one who went with the sweaty immortal all-in while building pylons in the back of his main. So I wouldn't trust him. I like the adaptability. I like the flexibility. It's not like either of them is going to spend their money particularly efficiently. This is one of those, like, I literally don't understand enough to know why this is bad, and I love that. We got a true Bronze League hero here. Not a like, I'm slow and sad, and I just don't play very well, but truly someone who... The only time they've seen a Nexus before this is when their team won't forfeit in time in League of Legends. Like, overall, yes, it's going to be some long... There's still a probe in the back. Rayboy over here might be commentating, but he's still keeping that damn probe back there. In this way, the Nexus can help provide a wall-off to keep those zealots out. And I mean, of course, if there's a pylon in the back of the base, that does not help. But all right, some stalkers. Not enough to really threaten here, though he doesn't know that yet. Oh, does he see? Technically he sees the probe, but does he see the probe? Those are two very different things. All right, here come the stalkers, but there are two Void Rays and any amount of zealots trying to come up. He knows to try. We saw earlier. He no. Ah! How do you? Ah! Okay, all right. Yep, they work. All right. You can see the panicky box select there. And, I didn't get on. Well, yes, the Void Rays work. Yep, those lasers work. Just making sure. God, that probe, though. Some long distance mining here. Just gonna slap a few more cannons in. Oh, it's in vision. But is it? Let's go to the Maximos action cam. Alright. It's on the screen. Well, no, it's not on his screen. Because remember, the UI will block this part of the screen. Like down here. You know what I mean. You played StarCraft. Probably more than Maximos. So... I mean, technically it's on the minimap, but the minimap is on the wrong side, so... He probably isn't paying attention. A perfect 16 probes mining. Honestly, not that big of an income lead. The only stressful part of this is, and he doesn't even know, he's not even stressed about it, is the probe. Now, does he come to defend? The cannons are all at the top of the ramp. I think he's learned his lesson. He may not know how to cancel the Nexus, which is unfortunate. But he does have money anyways, so that's fine. We got some more Void Rays. +1 air is done, and that's actually incredibly helpful when charged up, especially against Void Rays. Like, that is a huge upgrade in this fight. Now, is it huge enough to overcome this deficit? I don't... That's still far too many stalkers. Is he gonna accidentally kill the probe? This probe is stressing me out, but he has not put a single care in the world, so that's fine. Very optimistic long-distance mining probe there. Oh, there it goes. Plenty of space to maneuver here. That Nexus going to provide a nice blocking opportunity. Also, shield batteries may have been... that's next week's lesson. Unfortunately, we don't have it next week. Blink is about to finish, which we'll see if Rayboy will use... Oh, the probe dies. Ah, that's how the saga ends. All right, Blink is done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh. There goes one. It's time. He lights him up. The cannon's going to work. Maximus, we got Guardian Shield. He depowers one cannon. Unfortunately, the charge will run out. If Maximos is able to Maximos out, he needs to channel a little bit of Pax here. You gotta be careful with those things. You know what Blink is. Ah! He doesn't. I doubt he doesn't know how to cancel a Nexus, so I doubt he knows how to cancel the prismatic alignment. If the Stalkers blink into the main, though, it's unlikely he's going to be able to blink all of them at once. He's trying to... Oh, yeah, he's flailing a bit. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Honestly, I'm not optimistic for all those Stalkers getting in there at one time. Oh, no, the shift blink. What a play! Maximos actually regrouping, charges up the voids, and you blink then, you can't block out. Oh my god, that's actually my... is there enough void rays though? It's gonna be close. I think he's running out. It's close. The Zealot, Maximos! Oh no, void rays popping out. He blinks the other direction, which is not quite... He charges up more void rays. It's gonna be very close, but I think the Stalker count is just a little bit too high, and more Stalkers have warped in. This may end the saga of Maximos. It took him about a minute to set it up. But he did get the shift blink off. Alright. Maximos pulls the probes. Not gonna go down without fighting to the last. Well, the probes, more like offering the probes. And Michigan State puts one on the board. In dramatic fashion. One-on-one. They don't usually get this far in the song. They're... Alright, everyone clap. Everyone clap for beating up on the League of Legends player. I mean, for that epic victory. Our next match should be Wiggy Pete versus Wagaroo. Though I'm not sure if those are their names in-game. Ah yes, Colonel Cameron the Grievous. 8 Stalker kills. Maximo's definitely improving. I think in a best of 7 by the end we could have had quite a series. But it's saying 1-1. Yes, we have best of 3s, and that is the count of the matches. Michigan won the gold match. Michigan State takes the bronze. Next up should be silver. We did the gold match first because some of the players have scheduling, like they have to bedtime or something. I don't know. All right. Ah, yes. Oh, it's Elindrio versus Zwagaru. Elindrio for Michigan State. Well, all right. Yes, of course, turning off the stream. The only prize on the line is bragging rights. And I'll be honest, if any of these players below like Diamond stream cheat, they are going to be behind because the build orders themselves are already yeah. Yeah, they need to focus. That's my assessment. All right. Well, in our Silver League match, let me introduce in the great for the Michigan State Spartans, the Silver League Protoss, Elindrio. And now the first Zerg for the Michigan Wolverines. We have Zwagaru. Zwag? For short, Big Z. Okay. Or Zwag. Or... well, we'll see what we land on, if we ever land on anything. Z-Wag. And let me just... looks like we're going to have relatively macro-oriented openers. I'm going to go ahead and read off what these players wrote in. Elindrio says, because I asked for a little bit of filler/flavor here. What's your favorite player and what unit you think should be nerfed? Just to reiterate. Elindrio says, favorite player is Hero. Strong choice. But the unit that should be nerfed is the Probe, because it's way too stress-inducing, which is some surprising self-awareness. On the other side, Zwagaru, also very Protoss-oriented for a Zerg. His favorite pro player is Haz. But the unit that should be nerfed, is the cannon. And then he adds, like, direct quote, not really unit, but can I submit this? Question mark? So that everyone here has strong thoughts on Protoss and probes in general in this Silver League match. And also a big fan of Protoss players, so... I'll allow it. I'll allow Cannon as the submission. Can you change the player order so green is on the bottom? Appropriate. Now somebody teach GSL how to do that. Control X is the hotkey. GSL. Oh god, it annoys me so much. I don't... Alright. So, we've seen bronze. Silver is stereotypically where players pretend to have some idea what they want to do, but take a very long path towards doing it. And are easily drawn away from said path. So far, the robotics facility is a popular one. We got, and then of course, Zerglings making a lot of cameo appearances between me and, well, so far, Zwagaru. +1 air weapons. Wait, no, cancels it. Did he finish Warp Gate? He did. That was just a misclick. This probe wants to build more pylons, but it's blocked by the adept. So, that good thing the adept's on hold position. Nope, the adept. Move! God damn it! I bullies the adept out of the way. Unfortunately, when you wall off on the high ground, that means the low ground is, well, vulnerable to Zerglings. Some of the Stalkers coming down, the Zerglings get in 2 probes. The traffic jam, the adept, the gatekeeper here. All puns intended. Oh my god, now the probe is blocking. Alright, no, you move. Left, you go left. No, you go. Okay. More Zerglings. There will be units here. This wave has slightly more link. And the roaches are trickling in. Not sure one roach is really the deadly strike force we were looking for. A Hydraless den? Oh no, we tried to build a Hydra den, but instead all of the drones. Somehow 3 drones are not mining anymore at the end of this. I don't know exactly what happened, but it didn't go great. Couple probes tripping over each other, making a 3rd nexus. Yeah. Whole lot of Zerglings out here. Well, does he see the links? He does not. That's a lot of Zerglings. It's mostly Stalkers, which struggle to cut through those lings in a timely manner. Here comes... Oh, no, yep. There's no shield battery, I don't think. The Zerglings are attacking. He did right-click for a moment, but there's the A-click. And I think it's going to be close here. Well, I lied. The Stalkers are horrible. Stalkers are horrible units. They're terrible. They're a unit that you build when you don't know what other units to build. And here we are. The Zerglings just rip them to shreds. There's no upgrades except for +1 ranged attack. Hey, is he just gonna win? I mean, he gets in. There's not that... There's a roach. He may just... Well... He's still warping in Stalkers, so... Maybe a bit of a panic. Some roaches are trickling across the map now. He may very well just win the game. Alright, and then, well... There you go. The... Zerglet... Yeah, well... Wagaboo takes it. Just kind of ends. Alright, well... And thus, the value of knowing that adepts are more useful than just for blocking your Stalkers from getting down the ramp. A tough match for Michigan State there, but I'm sure they'll be happy about that one. All right. This is why we play best of threes. I can't say I'm a big fan of that validating Zwag's Zerglings into, I don't know, I guess more Zergling strat, personally, but if it works, it works, so... Alright, Lindriel is ready. Zwag is ready. Are you ready for this match point? It's like winter. We played one game. It's gonna be match point. It's a best of 3. Not the important part. The important part is how dramatic this is. It's all tied up. The decider of this match will set the tone for the rest as we move out of the Metal Leagues. Well, we have Platinum, but Platinum likes to think they're better than Bronze, Silver, Gold. At least they pretend to be. So, Game 2. Swag. Nobody too spicy to start. Alindriel has discovered walling off the second base technology, which definitely would have helped in the previous match. Not sure if he got a stern talking to from the rest of his team, which is almost exclusively Protoss, actually. In fact, all but one player on Michigan State is Protoss. So, wait, no, I take it back. Me was Zerg. And Crimson, who's an alumni, is Terran. The rest, there's four? 1, 2, 3, 4 Protoss. 5 Protoss, including him. Michigan, on the other hand, is 3 Zergs, Terran, and 3 Protoss. And, of course, by the way, our both Terrans are high diamond and will be facing each other. Because, of course, they are. High diamond, low masters, sorry. So look forward to some more mirror matchups. Our Masters match will be Protoss versus Protoss. So, both are the bookends of this series will be the Bronze and the Masters PvPs. Both of which I'm sure will be very special in their own ways. After this will be the Platinum match. Luke Rest versus Gat. Protoss versus Zerg. Then the Low Diamond match with Luke Rest is going to play 2 matches. So no rest for Luke against Luz Theron, which is Protoss versus Zerg. Not a PvZ. I do like we're seeing this isn't your pro PvZ, believe it or not. We are definitely seeing a much wider variety of builds than in pro games. For better or worse. Alindriel has learned to wall. There you go. We have yet to make it to Game 3 on any of these matches, which will be held on Starchild. I was tempted to suggest Game 2 is on a TLMC map, but I do want to have something that these players have played before, especially the Protoss, who are rediscovering urban planning. Alright, there's an Adept, but it's nicely walled in there. There's only the one Adept, though. A Probe. In time. Yeah, I mean, that's... I'm pretty sure Stalkers... I'm not even sure that Adept could get back in. Now that I look at it, well, it's quite a wall, either way. I'm excited to find out. Overlord gonna spot the robotics. An Immortal on the way. Elendriel has adapted. And... Get off the phone! Okay. observer. We've got a couple evolution chambers, robotics bay, forge, the tech progression. Meanwhile, Zwag is getting a lair, some more roaches, drones. You never know. It's like a palette of units here. The Zerglings try to get through. It does look like at least the Zealots and the Adepts can get through. I'm still not convinced that the Stalker and Immortal can. But only time will tell. The Overlord, the Overmoot here, they're gathering. As Zwag continues to up that supply. $48 to 48 workers. No third attempt yet from Elendriel. Hydralisk Den out of Zwag. Burrow. Burrow before Roach Speed for Zwag. An interesting choice. Oh, here, not again. Not the final boss. The units in the wall. Oh, Mineral Walk. What a gamer. Unfortunately, that Mineral Walk is not going to help when there's already roaches. Oh, wait a second. What is this? Oh my god, it still has the bugged animation when you cancel things. Like a massive... Oh my... Wait, what? Everybody just file along the cliff path. Elendriel is just an architect. Somehow these roaches are keeping those units pinned in. The idea of roaches is just so scary. Shield battery overcharge. Still no roach speed, but it's easier to micro if they don't have speed. So. And the roaches continuing to contain. Zwag refusing to acknowledge how kind of weak his army is here. Guardian Shield. Immortals bashing through. The roaches are obliterated. And Zwag he's got 26 lings on the way. Infestation Pit. Just finished a bunch of OVs. He's got a 4th hatchery. We got Robotics Bay. Finished up. Extended Thermal. Where is it? Where? Okay, there. There. Well, the units are just trying to get out of the way. The probe is trying to make some gates here. Elendriel methodically progressing the tech and the economy. Zwag is also doing things. Extended Thermal Lance is done, and soon Colossi will join the field to utilize it. Zerglings. No, I don't. No, Zwag had to test the waters there. Nope, not in a Brenda! What? Takes a wrong turn somewhere, halfway across the map, here to make Alright, come on, everyone. No, I don't think that's enough roaches. Just gotta make sure, though, you never know. Maybe, Elendriel, maybe the Protoss had another civil war, and they wiped each other out, and there's barely anything remaining but the scattered remnants of a handful of stalkers. It could happen. It's possible. They've been known to do that. So I got 3,000 minerals. Not too much gas, though. Road speed on the way as he fills in the upgrade blanks here. 76 drones. A hardy economy. Another base here from Elendriel, who has... Well, the observers are actually quite well placed to scout a lot of relevant things.
Upgrade is all done. You're all mined out of that mineral field.
Good choice.
Army under attack. Select all.
Now we judge Elendriel. Yeah, the Colossi.
Mineral field has been
Good choice. Well done, everyone. Good announcer choice for this match. And good announcer choice for this match. It was mandatory. Alright, well, the Hydras and Roaches. The Hydras and Roaches still not quite finding the angle in the tiny choke point up a ramp against Colossi. To be clear, I got paid up front for the announcer pack. I don't get any portion of anything. Though it'd be cool. It's cool if you buy it, but either way, they still lost money overall, I think. Based on the rate they were willing to pay per pack, unless way more of you than I thought would bought it, then they lost money on the bright side. So, good for me. So Zwag continues to attempt to find an angle with an army. He has 6,000 minerals in the bank. Elendriel is really respecting an army that deserves very little. It's like 8 roaches, like 12 hydras. To be clear, Elendriel very likely could just walk across the map and win if he understood. But Zerg is very scary. This is important to note. Zerg existing. Also, if you split your army into bite-sized pieces and the hydras rip it to shreds, that also... Oh, well... With 7,000 minerals in the bank, 1,000 gas, and down 80 supply, it's not looking great. Zergling's probably not... Elendriel has survived 12 and a half minutes maxed out and will now... yeah. Unfortunately, Zwang, riding the success of that first match, tried to find the timing, but Elendriel shored up the gaps in the defenses. And this does mean we're going to Starchild, which is cool. At least we get to play the new map. Yeah, the arming value is, yeah. I don't blame Zwag for trying to end that against Protoss quickly, but it just did not pan out this time along. And I guarantee you, neither of these players... Okay, I can't guarantee you, but I think it's incredibly likely neither of these players have played on this map. In fact, this will be my... I have barely looked at... I haven't cast any games on it yet. Starchild, the winner of the newest Team Liquid map contest, though. It's a relatively standard map, but it is... It does have the standard wall. We have a certain size, so Protoss players can build and jam their Adept in the corner and all that.